I felt a little weird eating a gourmet lunch. Somebody commented, what were they eating?
A sandwich.
A sandwich, yeah.
Like
yeah.
a bologna sandwich.
I don't do sandwiches anymore.
Just because we're out here doesn't mean we can't be civilized.
This afternoon we're gonna hit up the falls, Hidden Falls, and I think I'm gonna convince the boys to let me make them lunch there. And I want to do a prawn pasta, so I'm gonna do pesto with linguine, prawns, and heirloom tomatoes, and we'll have that under the falls for lunch. I think it'd be a nice little treat for everybody. With our heirloom tomatoes, we're gonna cut them in half, the cherry tomatoes, and we'll season them with some salt. Once we get those cut, we'll have to put together a pot of boiling water, something long, deep enough to put the linguine noodles in. And I've carried our linguine noodles out in a Pringles container to prevent them from breaking in my bag while I'm hiking, and hopefully there may be one or two Pringles left in there that I can have a snack with. We'll see when we get to the waterfalls, who knows. But you're gonna want to get your noodles put in the pot of boiling water. I've added oil to the pot. The oil is going to prevent the noodles from sticking together while they're cooking, and I'm also going to stir them up while they're in that water to prevent them from clumping. You just want to keep an eye on them and cook them till al dente. Once they're cooked up, you'll strain them off, get all the water out of there, and keep the noodles warm off to the side. I'll probably use a Ziploc bag to do that with. And then we're gonna season up our prawns. I've got a lemon that I'll bring along, and we can squeeze some lemon juice on top of them. And then I'll grab my secret seasoning, chef seasoning spices, and we'll liberally season those prawns up, and we'll get them into the same pot that we cooked our noodles in and cook them up in there. You're gonna want to keep an eye on the prawns because they will cook fast. But take them out of the pot when you're done. We'll take them out of the pot and we'll keep them warm next to the plate. And then when the pot's clean or empty, we'll add our noodles back in and stir in our basil pesto and kind of warm it up and get them ready to plate. But this is the fun part. I think plating is going to be really cool. We're going to take our chef tongs and we'll spin the pasta up around the tongs like you would on a fork, but we're going to do your entire portion onto the tongs. And you'll be able to place that nice bed of noodles on the plate, and you can top it up from there. So we'll add our cherry tomatoes on top, and then we'll arrange our prawns nicely on top, and probably use some of the lemon juice that the prawns were cooked in, and you're ready to impress your friends at this point. So yeah, let's get out there and let's make up a nice lunch. Yeah, it was a fun lunch. Hard to talk to you guys while the waterfall's raining down on us, but basil pesto on the linguine was nice. The lemon on the shrimp was great addition. Just all around fun dish to make. Took about 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, 20 tops. But Brennan just got that new wind burner, and we showed him what can be made in it. One pot lunch, super easy to clean out after, and just a couple ingredients. I'd say that hiking trail weight on that lunch for 3 of us was about 1.5 pounds or under. All the weight you're really bringing is the shrimp and the pesto, so 1 lemon. Awesome.
What would you have paired that with?
Oh, a Sauvignon Blanc, maybe a nice Riesling. Crisp, dry Riesling would have been really good with it.
I like the way you roll the pasta.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Actually, it would have made Evan made a comment that it was cold. Of course it's cold, you know, when he's cooking out here, and especially when you're at the feet of a waterfall. But even cold, it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, it could have been a cold salad, like, you know, the cold linguine, the cold shrimp, no big deal. I thought it was just perfect. I mean, it was well, I don't have any special words. It was fucking fantastic. It was. Everybody was standing there watching us, envious. I know they were envious. I mean, you know, there's people who make a day trip out to the waterfall and then show up at the waterfall, and here's this crazy guy making a gourmet lunch.
We're vlogging!
Oh, I like to eat it every day. And if you ask me why, I'll say, 'cause Oscar Mayer has a way with VOLOGNA. How's that?